Florida high school. It's the high school Jeremiah Smith went to. Okay. What position you play? High school is in the second round, and I'm not gonna lie, we probably finna lose. We're gonna get the Avengers. Waste. If y'all think y'all finna lose, y'all probably gonna lose. That's how that go. Typically, you already know who you up against. You know. Some schools just got reputations of just being nice. You know. Some just got that reputation. They're consistently nice every year. Consistently going to the playoffs every year. I remember we played this one school, bro. And yeah, we were just outcoached. I mean, straight up, you know, like I think that's what it comes down. I don't think they even. I don't like they had some good athletes for sure, but I don't think they just had that much better athletes than us. We had some good athletes, but I just think we were extremely outcoached. I think we were very simplistic of a team playing off of talent. They got 3 All-Americans, 4 stars across the board. Wow. All right, CVDB. Glad to say I witnessed 23. Oh, that's when Smith was there. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna do it this way. Hopefully, Kevin Stefanski is racist. I don't even know if I want to listen to that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. He's still on the Jalen Hurts thing, bro. Jalen Hurts. They talk about Jalen Hurts just as much as they talk about Shedeur Sanders. Joe Burrow is fool's gold. I could really find a lot of videos to react to, but I kind of want to work on some other stuff. Like I want to do some film sessions. Cam Coleman. A right tackle, tough, All-American freshman, and one of the D linemen. I think 3 of their linebackers. Now that's crazy. Pflugerville, ain't that that's by Austin, right? It's not too far from Austin, right? Who's the best player you played against? Best player I played against, I don't even know. You see Darnell is really 311 pounds. I'm not surprised. That's crazy, but I'm not surprised. You ever react to Ravel's first came back? Yeah, I posted it on YouTube. It's on there. He played he played solid. He didn't do nothing bad. He didn't allow no catches. I got to take it with a grain of salt because he was on limited snaps, but he did fine. Thank you, Caden. I thought I fixed that already. Could have sworn I fixed that, but appreciate it, bro. I think maybe I fixed it, but I didn't click done. That's probably what it was. All right. Started. Football podcast that y'all will want me to check out. I'm definitely open to checking out more football podcasts and, you know, doing reactions to other ones just besides Speak Easy in the Arena. Yeah, I got benched again. Yep. If you're doing film react to Jeremiah Love. So I need to look into this, bro. This here has the college film. Gotta pull, at least this is what I've heard. This website has college film and they have NFL film. But I don't know, like, if I have to be part of an organization or individual. Like I don't know how that works exactly. Catapult one, Catapult Pro video content. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's what. Content licensing. I don't know what this is about. I need to look into this stuff. But because I've heard Steve Smith talk about it, and I've heard somebody else talk about this. I can't remember who it was. I think it was a retired quarterback. But we'll see. So glad I got rid of Keon. Favorite running back outside of Singleton and Allen because I'm a Penn State fan. Who you said your favorite running back? Oh, Jeremiah Love. I ain't gonna bro. I ain't seen nobody better than him yet. I'm looking forward to seeing the running backs in this class because that dude's so well rounded. He's so well rounded, bro. He literally reminds me of James Cook, but just a little bigger. And looks could be deceiving. He could look bigger just because he's playing against college guys. So he might be about the same size as James Cook, but he looks like he definitely reminds me of James Cook. He looked very, very NFL ready. Dewan Lacey, I've seen him on a couple occasions, but I don't remember if he's nice like that. He played for Ole Miss, right?
How much do you weigh?
Yeah, bro, I gotta ask, bro, because we looked it up.
The internet said 260. I'm like, not 260, bro.
Yeah, bro. We looked it up. Like, no way.
Yeah, I ain't finna count to y'all. I ain't weighing myself in a minute, but
Bro, what do you mean? You got weigh-ins every week.
Look.
Yeah.
No way.
Look, you trying to get away. I ain't weighing myself.
Trying to lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah.
I'm 311.
I knew it.
I knew it, bro.
Running like there's no way.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah, because I looked.
That's crazy. And he be moving for 300 pounds?
I looked it up, and it said 6'7", 275. I'm like, bro, he looks bigger than Jimmy Graham, because I play with Jimmy Graham. He's 6'7", 260 something. I'm like, he looks bigger than Jimmy Graham. I'm like, unless I'm tripping, like, bro. I'm like, yeah, no way. Bro, that's
I'm 311. Yeah, a DB tackling you is unheard. Like that's like us passing it to fucking Panay. Like that's crazy. Bro.
You know what's funny? He's like,
But the thing is, I ain't gonna lie though. I tell you this though, if he slims back down to his rookie weight, he'd be way more dangerous. Now, is he dangerous now? Yes, but I think he was already huge as a rookie. He was already big as a rookie. If he slims back down, bro, he get some of that explosiveness back, get a little bit more speed back. Oh man. But yeah, he that's crazy. 311 pounds hurdling people is crazy. An average coach moving him in the O-line barrage and unlock him. And that's how you know they had average coaching. House of the Dragon. The new season? Oh, 2026. I was about to say, I just finished a good show, bro. So right now I'm looking for another good show to watch. Man. So they're dropping 2 series next year and then 27, 28. Interesting. Justice Haynes is nice. That name sounds familiar. Super familiar. They don't even got to tell a rep that he's eligible because he's a agile lineman. Not his facts. All right, let's go ahead and get to it. All right, Josh Allen needs to make the Super Bowl this year.
Well, the game that's happening this Thursday, though, they are playing the Texans. Texans have some concerns, though, as well. They're going to be without C.J. Stroud, and also safety Jalen Petrie will be missing this game as well. Davis Mills going to be playing again. Fellas, who needs to win more in this one, the 5-5 Texans or the 7-3 Bills?
For sure, the Texans. But But did the Bills just lose last week? No, they won. They beat the Bucks. I think the Bills are going to the playoffs regardless. In my opinion, I think the Texans need this win more to keep their playoff hopes alive.
I got some important information for y'all. There's no better place to win cash while watching sports than
I got
Prize
some
Picks.
important.
Picks.
Let's get it.
It's good to be right. Bills got to
Favorite corners entering the draft. I haven't watched any corners. So I don't know. So, but I'm gonna be watching all of them at the end of the season. Everybody can watch.
get this dub. And I understand the Texans are fighting. $5 gets you $50 in lineups. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Bills got to get this dub. And I understand the Texans are fighting for more. Texans are currently the 8th seed. A game behind the Jacksonville Jags is the 6th seed, is the 7th seed. But the Bills are fighting for playoff seeding. And if we're being honest, the AFC is wide the hell open. Chiefs might not make the playoffs this year. Ravens will likely make the playoffs, but there's a chance that they don't. If they do, they're going to be on the road the entirety of the time, potentially. Yeah. So, like, the Bills, this could be another one of them weird years where it's like,
yeah, bro, we got the same record as the Ravens right now. Few teams, we got the same record as a few teams right now.
This was the year the Bills got into the Super Bowl with this roster. Bills, you're going to have to go through the Colts, the Broncos, the Chargers. You can go through all them teams. Yeah. So for me, because the Bills have more expectations this season, the Bills need this win more. Texans on a backup quarterback, and the third game on a backup quarterback. Shout out to Davis Mills for the last 2 wins. But the Buffalo Bills, they are the team to me that when they get into the dance, it can change everything.
So we got the same record as the Chiefs and the Ravens. That's interesting. Bro, if only we had a competent offense, bro. Like, this defense is carrying us, bro. It's really crazy.
But the Bills, if they end up on the road, like, they can mess around and go one and done.
Yeah, I watched Delane already.
If the Bills end up being the 5 seed and have to play the Broncos,
I watched a few corners, but I can't say I like any of them like that yet.
And have to play the Broncos at the 3 or the Patriots, like, the Bills could go one and done. Let's make no mistake about it.
I think the Texans need to win this game.
Okay.
More than the Bills. And the reason is it's going to be 2 bad years in a row. 2 years of not making the playoffs for the Texans.
Nah, they made it last year, didn't they?
No, the Texans didn't.
No, they did. Beat the Chargers.
They did beat the Chargers.
Made it beat the Chargers last year. Yeah, they did. Made it, 2 years ago, made it beat the Browns.
Herbert had a really bad game,
CJ just didn't have a great year.
Correct.
Yeah.
I just feel, number one, let me just say this about CJ Stroud. Bro, when a player knocks a guy out for this long, he should be suspended that long. I'm going to say that. Like, that was like a dirty hit when he slid and he got hit. This going to be his 3rd game. Missed player, you need to sit out till the player can come back. That's just my opinion. But I'm biased because I know CJ very well.
That's not bad. Not terrible. It's TJ Houshmandzadeh, former Pro Bowl. I think he made a Pro Bowl. But he's a pretty good receiver. He's played with the Bengals.
But for me, the Texans, the way Davis Mills brought them back last week was like, whoa. So, because they've struggled a bit offensively.
Yeah. Now,
is it what they're running or is it CJ? Because Davis Mills now is playing well.
And did we not? I'm not going to discredit what he's saying. Yes, our run game is not great, but we just struggled against the Titans last week. We had to come back against the Titans. Like, Davis Mills is playing okay. I'm not going to discredit Davis Mills' play. He's been playing solid. I mean, what game was that? He played good against the Jags. He played okay. That was his best game so far. But I can't throw the blame on CJ when the offense isn't performing at a much higher clip without CJ in there. You know what I mean? It's still the same problems.
That offense is kind of clicking. But the Bills, they can lose this game. They're still going to get – if the Texans lose this game –
it's probably a wrap.
With their remaining schedule, they got to play the Colts. They got to play the Chiefs.
Yeah.
The Colts again.
Yeah.
They're done. They're not making the playoffs. And so the Bills lose this game, they're probably still going to get in up to 7-4.
But let me ask you this, though.
The Bills aren't – I don't see them as Super Bowl contenders.
You don't?
No, they're
The
not.
Buffalo Bills?
They're not good enough this year. No, they're
Not around Josh.
They're not
I don't
good
think
enough.
they're good enough around Josh.
They're not good enough on defense, and they don't have enough playmaking on the
Then
outside.
who the hell is a Super Bowl contender in the AFC? Give me 3, because contenders at least 3 to 4.
He said the Bills are not Super Bowl contenders. I mean, honestly, bro, in the AFC they are. Again, I think the Chiefs are a Super Bowl contending team. No, their record doesn't say that, but they beat the Chiefs, so I think you could throw them in there. I genuinely think so.
I'm gonna say for sure the Colts.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, for sure the Colts.
The Colts not a Super Bowl contender.
Yeah, they are.
How are the
Yeah,
Colts
yeah,
but
they
not
are.
the Bills?
The Bills don't have the
When
playmakers
push
or
comes
the
to shove,
defense.
Josh Allen giving Daniel Jones
And see, this is the
work.
This is not crazy right here. And I thought he performed good against the Jags. Oh, 292, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. No, that's decent. That's decent. It's not great. It's decent. Yeah, I think David Smith's been doing okay this year. I can't be like he's outperforming CJ, but he's doing okay. Let's get back to that. Stay on topic.
The Patriots maybe.
Every team in the AFC might as well be a Super Bowl contender. If he gonna say the Colts are a Super Bowl contender, I definitely think you have to say the Bills are. The Bills have been there more consistently, so I think I don't think they don't look terrible. Yeah, they got some iffy losses this year, but they don't look bad at all.
Be Super Bowl contenders.
I'll listen there.
And the Patriots may be Super Bowl contenders. If the Ravens get in, which I believe that they're going to win that division,
The Ravens gonna win.
they are Super Bowl contenders.
But the Bills aren't?
no.
Josh Allen had 6 touchdowns last game, bro.
That's crazy. If you take away James Cook and spy Josh Allen, you could beat them. I mean, it sounds good, but I don't know. It sound good. He passed to the best player, unlike CJ. We're gonna see when CJ get back. Of course, not touching the AFC Championship. We haven't seen Drake in the playoffs. Dolphins did that and won.
6.
Listen,
6.
when the playoffs, when these playoffs come, I'm 8 in the box. I'm stopping. You not cooking. You not getting.
Outside of Shakir, what other receivers do the Bills have? I mean, you can say that for the last 2 years. Outside of Shakir, what other receivers have they had? But they still have consistently won and made it to the playoffs. So I mean, and they don't get blown out in the playoffs. So you know, I think they're still an elite in the AFC.
Giving the ball to Cook. If you do it's a TFL, I'm forcing those guys outside to beat me. We gonna play this, and we ain't going for the play action. We ain't going off for the little sprint out. We gonna make your wideouts beat us.
Let me say this though. In the playoffs, Daniel Jones, Bo Nix, Lamar Jackson,
And the Denver
Drake
Broncos.
May, Josh Allen. Who you like?
Of course I like Josh
So
Allen.
what we talking
We
about?
might get a Patrick
But-
Mahomes list
But
playoffs.
then
and we talking about Josh Allen
look,
not
look.
making it.
we I got Josh Allen. Okay?
Yep.
Who I got that's walking with him?
James Cook.
James Cook.
He's sprinting with him.
Who? Come. You got
Deion
Bo Nix.
Dawkins.
You got a hell of a defense. You got a hell of a play caller as a coach.
Yeah.
You talking Drake May. Defense ain't even giving you 50 yards rushing. So what James Cook gonna do then? What he gonna do if they gotta play the Patriots? Oh, nothing. They gotta throw the ball. Nothing. Look, Stephon.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie though. The scheme gonna have to be right, but I mean James Cook ran pretty good against the Chiefs, and Chiefs got one of the better run defenses in the NFL, not just the AFC, the NFL. So to say he can't potentially get off on another good run defense, I mean, iffy to say, but I think it's possible.
Let me say this though. Is it fair to say that the Bills will have the 2 best offensive players in the playoffs? James Cook, Josh Allen. I think we can go that far now.
It's very possible.
You know what I mean? Like
James
James
Cook,
Cook
he's
is
super
crazy.
super
the most
underrated.
underrated. Like
Yeah.
James Cook,
Yes.
all things considered.
Yeah.
Like he this year put him up there with Derrick Henry. All things considered, James Cook is probably the second best. He's better than anything the Broncos have
They
offensively.
not winning.
Better than anything the Chargers have
I hope my
offensively.
dog ain't
better
watching
than
this.
anything.
Second in the league in
Jonathan
rushing right
Taylor. Apologies, Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor, but then is it Jonathan Taylor, Daniel Jones is the
Hey,
duo?
is it because the Colts have been bad? Is it because
No Kincaid, no Keon for the Bills tonight. Think Texans defense should feast, especially at home. Keon not really a X factor though, so it's like, I mean, it's cool, but it's like Keon being out doesn't really like change much for me as a Texans fan, you know. And there's no diss to him. It's just I think he's a nice player. I think he has a lot of potential. I think he could be great in the future, but like as of right now, he's not really an X factor. Nothing to worry about. And then they just play really well without Kincaid versus the Bucs, so at least offensively. But I think we'll have a decent game plan against them. How much we limit them to, I don't know. But I mean, I like our defense at the end of the day. You know, they've kept us in every game, so we'll see. We'll see. It's really more so what the offense does. We're gonna have to match the Bills' output somehow.
Daniel Jones, the quarterback?
Of course, that's why.
Yeah.
But you can't take away the way they look when they play and what they've done. You can't take that away.
But you can take away what he does in the playoffs because he gives takeaways.
But he hasn't had this type of team with him. He ain't had this type of team.
Josh had this same type of team, and where he go last year? Didn't he go to divisional or AFC championship game?
He went to AFC. Josh
last year.
AFC
Nah, he didn't have this type of team. He what receivers he had last year? He ain't had no Michael Pittman and Pierce.
I'm saying Josh Allen has had the same weak offense last year that he has this
They went to
year,
the AFC
and he
championship
still
game.
went to the AFC championship.
And he had a good
game.
game, and they lost
But
again to the
their
Chiefs.
Josh is incredible, bro.
Their defense
It's not the
was
same.
a lot better
Yeah,
in
that's true.
previous
Yeah.
years than it is this
That's
year.
very true.
Defensively.
This is not the strongest team. Now, granted, I do think the Bills lose games, and it looks like they sleepwalking. You lose games to the Dolphins.
Yeah, how that
You lose a game to the Falcons. Like what? Like they have 3 losses this year, and
Them losing to the Dolphins is something I'm not really too concerned about. You can maybe say the Falcons, but it's like the thing is though, the Falcons and the Dolphins are both bipolar teams. Like these are teams that have a lot of talent. These are teams who should be on the level of a Bills right now. So it's like I can't really get super mad at the Bills because again, the Dolphins offense will perform at a high level one game and then look trash the next game, and a high level the next game and look trash the next game, and a high level they're very up and down, and they have the pieces to perform at a high level. So the same thing with the Falcons. I mean, you got Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, Drake London. You know what I mean? So it's like them losing to them. I kind of take it with a like it's understandable. Like these teams were on that day. You know. I'm trying to look at the Bills defense, see what they looking like. So in rushing, Texans got the second best rushing defense right now, allowing 3.8 yards per carry. That looks like the best. They're allowing the best yards per carry. Oh, the Bills got a bad rush defense. Oh wow, they got the 1-2. They got the 4th worst rush defense in the league. I did not know that. And then the Bills, let's see their pass defense. Okay, so they have the best pass defense in the league. Texans got the 3rd best. We got the 2nd best rush defense and the 3rd best pass defense. That's interesting. But now I wonder if their pass defense is so good because teams are able to run on them, or is their pass defense just naturally good? I wonder if it's a byproduct of the other.
they look like
Smoked.
But they come back some week whenever they look focused, and they smoke people.
40 to
They're
9
cooking
Panthers.
people. They're going there.
McDermott gets outcoached way too often, and he's supposed to be a defensive coach, and their defense is awful. Interesting.
Have that comeback against the Ravens week 1. They go
Yeah.
40 to whatever against the Panthers.
Bro, Josh is
This
amazing.
like, bro, Josh, all right,
Josh
chill out
is-
with the glaze. But he's great.
He's crazy.
Good. He's good. He's really, really good.
He's amazing.
He is
Josh
great.
Allen
He is great.
is that dude, but their defense is
Come-
not
yeah.
what it once was. Like
that's the
I
Josh
don't
was,
think
Josh
that
is
matters,
able.
though, TJ. As crazy as that
And
sounds, bruh.
In years past, the reason in the playoffs they were able to be okay, we'll drive away because that defense kept the other offense at bay.
Now this
Yeah.
is true. This
Yeah.
is true, Kier.
You're a
Like,
drive
That
away.
defense used to be nuts.
It's
If there's
not the
one
same.
quarterback I trust to be able to rise to that moment and be like, hey, look, I know there's a swinging door on the opposite side of the field, but I have to go out there and compete. It's the dude that had to go out there and play in the same exact situation against Patrick Mahomes year in and year out.
Yeah.
The Chiefs' defense wasn't bad, The Chiefs defense was actually
Chiefs
top
defense was
5
elite.
one of the years.
Chiefs
Chiefs
defense was
defense
elite.
was elite.
Yeah,
and he was
they
still
were
out there.
elite.
I'm going to
And
give him 30 and fight my
and-
ass off.
And what was the score though? That defense kept them in the game. The Bills defense kept them in the game because you hold Mahomes to under 20,
Yeah.
keeping them in the game. If the defense can do that, because McDermott is a great defensive coordinator, head coach, but he really running defense.
Yeah.
But I just don't see the Bills being what they once were on defense. They're not.
I hear. You could.
I hear you. If Pat really misses come on now. It'll be different
If Pat misses
actually
the
misses it.
playoffs, Josh got to win the Super Bowl or at least go.
He has
It sound good, bro. And I give them credit as being one of the elite teams in the AFC still, but it's just too competitive. Yes, they will be favored, but I think the AFC is too competitive, especially if they lose to the Texans tonight.
Please go.
You can't have a Patrick Mahomes-less playoffs as the other great quarterback in the league, and then lose to a Bo Nix, a Daniel Jones.
Bro, my God.
Like Drake May, I understand because he's
That
new
does
and he's
sound
like
bad.
the shiny new toy. But like, come on, bro,
Imagine.
That sounds bad. Yeah,
that's bad for his legacy.
That's a tank. That's a
huge taint on his legacy.
Let me know y'all thoughts on that, man. Comment section. I think Texans need this game more because I think the Bills are going to the playoffs regardless. But it's like if the Bills lose this game, it makes them look a bit more vulnerable. But I think at the same time, it wouldn't be anything that we haven't noticed already. You know. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Subscribe, stay tuned, stay blessed.
Moving along, we do have a big game on Thursday night.
All right, y'all. So Keon Coleman has been benched for the second game in a row. TJ Houshmandzadeh and the Speakeasy crew give their thoughts on that.
Night football tomorrow night. The Bills are going to be playing, and rumors circulating that they're going to be playing that game with Keon Coleman on the bench again Thursday night. Fellas, this also comes on a game where they're going to be missing Dalton Kincaid, Curtis Samuel, and Mecole Hardman, all not playing, all not suiting up for the Bills. Is it time for the Bills in all honesty, is it time for the Bills to move on from Keon Coleman?
I got some.
I mean, you can't. Technically, like essentially, that's not gonna happen. He's on his rookie contract. This is his second year? Second year, I think. The third or second. So I mean, it's not gonna happen right now.
There's no better place to win cash while watching sports than Prize Picks.
You're not gonna
Football
cut
season is here, and basketball
first,
season is
second round
here.
rookie.
So there's absolutely no better time to join. It's super easy to use. To create a lineup, all you got to do
That's an awful
select a few
argument with
player
that
stats,
Bills
pick more or less. That's
defense,
literally
course,
it. Prize Picks is available in more than 40 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Georgia. But my favorite thing, Prize Picks is going to give you $50 in lineups when you make your first $5 lineup. What's that mean? Win or lose, you get $50 in lineups for free. Just download the app and use promo code SpeakEasy today. $5 gets you $50 in lineups. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Yeah, they're not cutting him. He got 2 more
For the
years left
future plans,
on
I
his
think so.
rookie contract.
Keon Coleman is now, this will be his 4th game.
You are getting him at a very low price, so it wouldn't even make sense to cut him because he still has so much upside. That's like the Jaguars trading Brian Thomas Jr. It's just a dumb idea. He got too much upside. He may be having a bad year, but it's too much upside to take him off your team when you're getting him for this cheap of an amount right now.
Of which he has missed partial, if not all of.
If Texans win, we go into the bowl. I think it makes us look like even more serious of a team, but I think going to the bowl is interesting. We need some consistency offensively for me to feel confident in that. I think we have a Super Bowl caliber defense, but we definitely don't have a Super Bowl caliber offense.
Because of disciplinary actions. And the thing about this, Keon Coleman, general managers get fired because of things like this. Remember, the Buffalo Bills could have had Xavier Worthy. Say what you will about Xavier Worthy. He had 100-plus yards in a Super Bowl game. And instead, the Buffalo Bills acquired Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman's sheer lack of maturity on a consistent basis is costing the.
I think coming out the draft as a pure receiver, I like Keon. I think Keon, in my opinion, Keon was the best wide receiver in that draft class. No, it's not translating, but he was, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, they could have went with Worthy, but I mean, I think he would have been more of like a speedster deep threat for the Bills, but and maybe they would have utilized him better. I don't know, better than they are with Keon, but at the time, I had him as the best receiver in that draft class.
Bills a number one wide receiver. It's costing the Bills an explosive offense, and it's going to cost the Bills wins inevitably, and it's going to cost people their jobs. So
yeah, he was the best in my opinion. Who you had? Who you had number one?
I do not know that Keon Coleman will ever materialize into the player he can easily materialize into because of his lack of maturity, his lack of consistency, and his lack of realizing, bro, the NFL stands for not for long, G. What you think, though? You wide out?
I just text somebody with the Bills right now. I'm going to talk to him on the way home. As you were speaking, literally just text. He got to understand.
You had Marv. Oh, I forgot about Marv. Okay, I'm gonna take that back. Neighbors was in the class last year. Okay, let me take that back. Let me take all that back. Keon was my favorite wide receiver in that draft class. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna take away the best. He was my favorite. So,
this man, it's what you just said. Like, you cannot take this game for granted, man. You cannot take this game for granted. We get paid, or we did get paid, a king's ransom to play a kid's game. And when it's taken away from you, you don't know what to do. I played with a
Keon
dude
a crazy
in Cincinnati.
reach. No, I'm not gonna say that, bro. He was nice. He was nice. Now, I think his first half at FSU was better than his second half at FSU, but he was nice. Bro was a jump ball specialist. Very nice. And I think you can make an argument, but I mean, it's fair to say, it's very fair to say. I don't think it's a reach, but I think it's very fair to say that Marvin Neighbors were better than him. But I did like him a lot though.
And I'm not gonna say his name.
Keon Juju-Smith-Schuster dancing after getting benched.
Before Marvin Lewis got there, he was starting for us. I ain't even gonna say the position. He was starting. Marvin got there, put him on special teams. So he was playing special teams and he was complaining about it. Would be in sub packages a little bit on defense here and there. Well, he's a defensive player. And he was complaining about that though. And he was complaining so much, they released him. About 4 or 5 weeks went by. Nobody picked him up. Because, back then, it wasn't we can put you on a practice squad and keep you on. If you was 4 years into the league, you couldn't go on a practice squad back then.
Correct.
Right? It's different now. And he called me. He was like, T, bruh, I'd do anything to cover a kick right now.
Mm-hmm.
He was my dog. Anything. He was like, I'd do anything to play any snap on special teams. But when you're playing special teams, you didn't want to play special teams. You took being in the league for granted.
Yeah, you preaching.
Coleman.
That's a microcosm of life right there. You got something, and you feel like you're entitled to more. I want to do more. But you're going to receive more when you've earned more. That's just how life goes. And then when it's taken away, you realize I was in a good position regardless of the status of my position.
You so young, bro. Has your career gone the way you wanted it? No. And
Keon went before Ladd and A.D. Mitchell. I would have had him over them. I'm not gonna lie. Again, coming out of college, I would have had him over them. Jordan Travis, well, ain't translate. I don't know why it's not translating. But again, I think it's somewhat of the system, like the Bills system. Again, when Stephon Diggs was there, towards the end of Stephon Diggs' tenure, they stopped throwing Diggs the ball. And we see Diggs is balling with the Patriots. I just think their system doesn't prioritize a specific receiver. It's not like it's not like, let me see. I'm gonna pull it up right now. It's not like they just spam Keon with targets. Let's see, it's the most targets he's gotten this year. It's not like they spam him with targets. But I think that's what you have to do when you have a number one receiver. The most targets he has had this year was 11, and that was in week 1. Most targets he had, and he had 112 yards. Now, some of that felt like garbage time because the Ravens defense was up so much, but they allowed the Bills to come back by doing that. But that's the most targets he's had all season in week 1. The second most targets he's had all season was in week 10, and that was 8. But aside from that, I just think they don't have a system that treats a specific receiver like a number one receiver. And I just think I don't think at any point with this system they're going to get that out of him if they're not giving him those type of targets. Now, him creating separation and him dropping a ball is on him. I haven't seen him drop the ball this year, but I've heard stuff about his separation. But I mean, I don't know. I heard and seen is two different things, so I don't know. But they're not treating, again, we've seen it with Diggs. They stopped throwing the ball to him. They start running the ball more. It was working, so I mean, it's fine. But I don't know. I'm thinking Keon getting benched is more related to not his play, but him either being late to meetings or missing meetings. That's what I think. That's relative to. I think his success on the field is two different things from him being benched. I don't think they have anything to do with each other personally, but I could be wrong. It's the screens to the running back or the tight end, or a dump off to Khalil Shakir, and Khalil Shakir is probably, he's top 3 in the league after the catch as a wide receiver. Like, his ability is up there, very very high up there. He's with the elites in best yards after catch receivers. So it's, I mean, it just is what it is. They don't spam nobody. Even when they picked up Amari Cooper last year, they wasn't spamming Amari Cooper. And Amari Cooper, well, he went from the Browns to the Bills, and he had some good games with the Browns. They weren't spamming him on the Bills, So they just don't run that. That's not how they play. So I don't know what the expectation is to get out of Keon, aside from maybe just him showing up to meetings on time, maybe.
So now you acting a little immature. Mm-hmm. You pouting because
Keon
they made
better
you
than
inactive.
Latin college, Latin 80 in college
because of you.
That was my opinion.
And now you've done something else.
He's the worst route runner I've seen since Alan Lazard. Interesting.
And you're gonna be inactive tomorrow because of you. So you got to look at the guy in the mirror and stop blaming everybody else and hold yourself accountable, because
I've never watched his route running in detail. I just remember, again, at FSU, he was nice with the ball in his hands. He could move a little bit after the catch. And he was very nice at contested catches. Very, very nice at contested catches and jump balls.
You can be out the league
quick
like this,
quick,
and you're going to regret it.
Yeah.
You're going to regret it. You have an opportunity to change your entire family's fortune. Now, I don't know how your family does financially, but they ain't doing this. Mm-hmm. Not what the league is paying you. Mm-hmm. Bro, just get it together. And I'm going to talk to him. And I hope he listens. Because I've talked to him before, and I actually like him. He's a really good kid. And he's talented. He's athletic. He can move. He's big. But it's something about the game of football that when things aren't going our way, we act out. It's consequent. These coaches got to win. Mm-hmm. And
I hope we get a dub. I hope so.
Second round pick. All right, we can get your ass up out of here. And you don't realize it till your ass is up out of there.
Yeah.
And now you want it back, and you can't get it. He better be careful. And I'm going to tell him this.
Are the Buffalo Bills taking it too far in your mind? Because Keon Coleman is help they desperately need.
You know why they're not taking it too far? Because if they're just now suspending him, this is not his first time doing this. Yeah. The first time he did it, they didn't suspend him. They gave him a warning.
Yeah.
The second time, they fined him.
Yeah.
The third time, they probably fined him a little more.
Yeah.
This 4 or 5, this you tell your kid. You don't got no kids. This you tell your kids, like, hey, stop. They keep doing it. Then we're going to raise our voice. Now it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
He's been warned, and he think they taking the kindness for weakness. You think shit's sweet, and so you cannot do this in the league. Not when you're a young player and you have not established yourself. You on a team that need receivers
Desperately,
and they're making you
desperately
inactive.
Yeah.
You said rip Texan season because we don't have Joe. We haven't had Joe Mixon all season and we won 5 games. I don't think the season over with. Got Allen throwing 2 picks. I hope Stingley catch one of them. Stingley, Amari Lassiter, or Kalen Bullock.
And you know, that's a slap in the face. I talk about this all the time. It's one thing to start the game on the bench. CD.
Our schedule is tough these next games. I think we've had a tough schedule the whole season, if I'm not mistaken.
Lamb, George Pickens against the Raiders on Monday night.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
You say healthy scratches is something else.
Hey, wait.
Bro.
He was a healthy scratch Sunday.
Yep.
He's suspended tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
So when if you suspended tomorrow, that's without
money.
pay.
That's money.
That's
wow.
without pay. So now the unprofessionalism is probably cost you a couple fines. And y'all, I'm telling you now, like the first fine is probably the coach can fine.
We played the Rams. We played the Bucks. We played the Ravens. We played the Broncos. What? Our schedule hasn't been tough.
You whatever, but it's probably 10 grand.
You can keep coping.
And you never see the money. They just take it right out your check like it didn't even exist. Next fine,
Atlanta has thrown
25
2
grand.
picks in 2 straight games. Hopefully,
And now you ain't getting the game
hopefully
check.
throw
Your
a
immaturity
cool little
probably done
3-piece
cost
tonight.
you, because league minimum is almost $1 million now. Your immaturity done almost cost you $100,000. What? That's a down payment on a house. Are you crazy?
Dang.
That's a down payment on a rental property. What are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing? And so,
But you know what else is crazy, T? The next thing for Keon Coleman is to get released.
Yeah.
First, missed I think it was a drive. Then missed the series, missed a quarter. Then healthy scratch. Then inactive or suspension.
I'm generally wondering, like, I mean, and this is the only logical thing that it could be to me is that he's missing. He's missing meetings or coming late to meetings. At that point, bro, you need to just sleep at the stadium. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't think bro got any kids, you know, so you got no family to go home to. Go ahead, you know what I'm saying? You got to get there early, take you a nap in the meeting room. You know?
The next thing they do, now they just cut you next. They just cut their losses and they just cut you. Or try to trade you first, but can't trade nobody now. Try to trade him in the offseason.
he's going to have to know.
If you're looking at what the Bills were trying to do at the deadline, they were looking for a separation specialist in Olave or Waddle. Josh doesn't like throwing 50-50s, so Keon is out of place. That's interesting. You know, but it's like, why did they let go of Diggs? You know, why did they let him walk? You know, what was up with that? Like, you let go of a receiver, but you need a receiver, you know? But I suppose he does have a kid. Okay. Oh, gotta figure it out. You know, it's life. Fortunately. I mean, well, fortunately, you know, like Hushmazada said, you know, gotta be appreciative of what you do, of the opportunities that you do have. They'll most likely trade him before they cut him. That's facts. That's facts. They wouldn't cut him. That makes absolutely zero sense to cut a guy who is, how old is bro? 22 years old. He is 22. What the heck? Yeah, that makes zero sense. You can for sure get you can for sure get a third rounder back for him. Maybe a fourth. But you can for sure get a decent pick back for him.
Anybody that's smart.
Diggs wanted to walk.
And we always, I'm nice, bro. I'm nice as fuck. Somebody gonna pick me up.
Until they don't. Especially
A sixth? I don't know. No, I for sure think you could finesse a third out of somebody for a 22-year-old wide receiver who we know he has upside, like talent wise. But I think you can. What did didn't Mechie go for a fourth? And Mechie been in the league for how long? Mechie trade. Yes. August. They swapped players, and they sent the 5th round pick to Houston. Yeah. And then just traded him to the Eagles for a 6th. Yeah, you can for sure get a 3rd for Keon. How old is Mechie? He's 25. Yeah, I think so.
He don't let you have no character concerns.
You're on a team that
This was a fair
needs
bearing back.
playmakers.
Talk about
Yeah.
it, T.
And they making you inactive, and they may possibly release you. Now,
I think Kicker
obviously,
had
we're
been doing bad
going
though. I don't think so.
down the hole.
Yeah.
But if they're doing this,
What can you get for a guy with 0 production who you've had to bench twice? It's you got to sell it. You know, you got to sell the upside. You know, I get that point, but you got to sell it, and I think you can easily sell the potential talent. You know, because again, we can say the same thing about George Pickens. Did George Pickens get traded or was he free? He got traded, right? Let's see. He got traded. You say the same thing about George Pickens. All these issues. He went for a 3rd and a 5th. Pickens at 2027 6. You say the same thing about George Pickens, and George Pickens still went for a 3rd and a 5th. So, I mean, it was you got to sell it. That's it. You got to finesse it, sell it. All these off the field problems. George Pickens is good. Keon isn't. What you are saying. But the thing is, George Pickens is he's been established in the league as well a little bit longer than Keon. You know, like. And I don't think George Pickens has ever performed as good as he is right now. So you're selling the upside to another team.
that's next.
Here's the thing.
I think GP is having his best
The Bills are
season.
fighting for their playoff.
If
the
he
bye.
Cowboys right
wasn't
now.
a 2nd round pick,
He would
be
released.
gone.
He would have been released.
He'd be
He
gone.
would have been released.
See ya.
He would have been released.
He wasn't a 2nd round pick. He'd be gone.
Yeah. It's not that extreme. Bro, to be a healthy inactive, it's players banged up that need it. I need that inactive spot for them.
Right.
So if you finna be a healthy scratch, nah.
Hey,
Keon is closer to Leggett than Pickens.
we had a
No, that's
player
facts. That's facts.
come late to a meeting. It was like, wasn't me. It was 5 of them. Peter Warwick was one of them.
I think you could
The
finesse the
player that
3rd
was
for
undrafted got
Leggett
released. Everybody else
from the
got
right
fined.
team for sure.
The player
Because it's because they're so
wasn't
young.
me. It was 5 of them. Peter Warwick was one of them. The player that was undrafted got released. Everybody else got fined. The player that was undrafted got released. Peter Warwick was one of them. He got fined. Dude never got another chance in the league again. The one that was undrafted.
Yeah.
He came late. All those dudes probably was out the night before. He never got signed again. And so you get a lot of leeway when you drafted 1st, 2nd, 3rd round.
Yeah.
So they're giving him this leeway. But eventually,
He using all the rope though. Using all
you're using
the rope.
all your equity. Like you have,
Yeah.
once you start getting inactive and suspended and things of that nature, they fed up. You're going to go home. That's going to be the next thing.
Yeah.
And being released, like, I don't know how that feel. But I know it can be like a in your stomach type feeling like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm going to get somebody going to sign me. And then when it don't happen,
Yeah.
you get on that phone. You look at that account, like,
Yep.
oh, okay, how much money?
Yep.
How much money like, it's real. Like, I just don't get it, man. Like, it's too much at stake when you're a
It
young
is.
player and how much money you could actually make. But I'm gonna talk to him.
Talk to him.
So
Because
let's
the
hope.
alternative is to go write books, go get, co-sign from Oprah, start your own stuff, become a sports analyst mogul, start the speakeasy, and, become this great guy. But on a serious note, let me ask y'all this.
Talk to us.
What can or should Keon Coleman do now that he's in this position? He's a healthy scratch. He's got this kind of like looming, what do I want to say, like label on him of, not showing up, not being responsible, kind of being young and reckless.
I
What does
think,
he need to do?
well, one, he has to mature into a man he's not
Okay.
yet. And two, really, now that I'm thinking about it, the Bills ain't got no OGs.
Not at the
Wide
receiver
out,
position, no.
They ain't got no
Not-
OGs
not
in
the
wide
receiver
Because I was thinking, I was
position.
like, how would a veteran let this happen? And I started going through their roster. I was like, wait a
don't
second.
Who was it? Khalil Shakir going
They
to check
don't
him?
got none.
Right.
Yeah.
So like you got this young bull who's probably the highest paid wide. Shakir got bad, but he's the highest class wide receiver.
Yep.
Right, you go second round pick. Shakir, your bread is cool and all, but like they drafted me in the second round and high in the second round. Like so they love me.
Yep.
I'm 6'4", coming from Florida State. I'm swaggy, all these things. He ain't got no OGs. And like Dawson Knox is the OG of all eligible wide receivers.
It's
but
like-
he, you know what I mean?
If I was going to go pro, I'd be on my best behavior. A lot of dudes really take that for granted. I think a lot of dudes been good their whole life, and they've been given a lot their whole life from football. I'm not going to say outside of football they've been given a whole lot their whole life, but in the football world of their life, they've been given a lot because of how talented they are, so they just expect everything to keep coming. You know, I expect to go into the next year and, you know, possibly make All-American, or I expect to go into the next year and be starting on my college team, or I expect going into the next year I'm gonna be drafted into the NFL. Don't matter the round, I know I'm gonna get drafted, and I expect to be on this team because they drafted me high, regardless of anything else I do. I got leeway because I got drafted high, you know. So just a lot of expectations, and you know, people tend to push those boundaries. They're gonna try to see how far they can take it. You know, people want it. They want stuff to go their way. That's just how life works, you know. And you know, they try to see how far they could push it and take chances and things of that nature. Would I rather have A.D. Mitchell, Keon Coleman, or Dontavian Wicks? I mean, as of right now, I'm out on Keon, but that's not to say that Keon would not be doing good in a different system. I think right now the player out of those three who got the most upside would be A.D. Mitchell, just because of his athleticism, like the speed, and I think he a pretty good receiver as well. He got good feet, but all those dudes got potential. Side by side, Keon and Drake are the same player. I disagree with that. Drake is bigger, and I think we can say Drake is faster as well. I think he's faster than Keon. Route running might be better for sure. But Keon, they're probably about the same height, but Keon has a slightly slimmer frame. Enjoy Keon's TikTok. Hurts gets his wide receiver the ball. Too many mouths to feed. Too many mouths to feed when there's only two. Goddard, Jahan. Jahan doesn't count. I ain't gonna lie to you. AJ and Smitty definitely are higher priority targets than Goddard and Jahan. Athleticism wise, Drake and Keon got the same athleticism. I think Drake is faster. I think he might be able to jump higher too. I could be never. I'm not gonna say that. Keon got hops. I'm not gonna say that. Yeah, I just think this system doesn't really benefit Keon that much. But again, like I said last week, you have to outplay the system. You have to be that guy, make them feel like they need you. You know, you have to work so hard at your craft that you so good that they throw away the system because they know we can just throw it to you at any given time, and it's a 99% chance you're gonna catch the ball, or it's a 99% chance that you're gonna get separation. You know what I mean? And he's got to work on his craft to that point to where they need him, you know, or he's outplaying his system. He's playing, but it's easier said than done, you know. Especially he's not a 4-3 guy. He's a 4-6 guy. You know what I mean? And that doesn't really mean much because, you know, we got some nice receivers in the league right now who are not elite speed guys, but you know, he's still young. He adjusting, so I don't expect him to hit that right now. You know, like it's kind of funny. The guys who popped off quick are elite athletes. Neighbors 4-3 guy. Brian Thomas Jr. 4-3 guy. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah,
We in the same meeting room together. If you don't
Lad-
have nobody, just come.
Lad 4-4 guy, and also the Chargers have a history of spamming their number one wide receiver. When Keenan Allen was there by himself with Mike Williams, it'd be if Mike Williams is out, Keenan getting spam. If Keenan is out, Mike Williams getting spam. And they kind of picked up the same thing. You know, Herbert likes to get his number one guy the ball. So I think Ladd is also in a better situation. Josh Allen does not care to spam nobody. Josh Allen just want to win. He don't care about you specifically getting the ball. It's about whoever's open, or we just need to make a play, move down the field. And it's not to say that Herbert doesn't care. It's just I think they systems play to that. You know what I mean? They play to those styles, I suppose.
Kind of like giving
Marvel's
you free
4-4,
game.
yeah.
It's like his receiver coach, I believe, is Adam Henry. Coach OBJ and them boys in college. But we don't really listen to our coach. We gonna listen to guys that's kind of been through the fire that I see.
No,
as a
Drake
peer.
nice. That's facts.
But at some point,
Sure.
you're gonna cost yourself.
Yeah.
And I don't care who.
Josh got Mac Hollins the ball all last year and can't get Keon the ball. And you know, it's funny though. Mac Hollins bigger and faster than Keon, and he's a pro. So you know, like he been in the league for, you know, much longer time. Keon being a rookie last year. So I think Mac Hollins is not. I think he's a guy who, if asked to be a number 2 wide receiver, he can be that for sure, 100%. I believe he has wide receiver 2 ability, but he's not asked to do that. I think if you had to start Mac Hollins at number 2 for an entire season, you would get good production out of him. He's reliable, very reliable player. I think Sean McVay would love a Mac Hollins in his offense. Just off the strength that he does everything that you ask him to. He blocks, he's fast, he play tough, contested catches, you know. So, but one is a rookie, one's a vet, you know, and then again, one's bigger and faster than the other one.
Who you are, you're gonna regret it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know how many dudes is on the streets right now? I'd be like, damn,
I'd do anything.
if I would have just gone to school.
Yep.
If I would have just gone to school, I'd have got a scholarship.
Yep.
The guys that were in the league, damn, if I would have just worked out a little more, if I would have just been a little more subordinate, and so for Keon Coleman, when you playing with one of the best quarterbacks in the league, a team that need receivers,
I didn't know
he
Mac
should be
had
thinking in his
1,000
mind,
yards. That's interesting.
100 million. That's what I'm playing with Josh
playing with
Allen,
Josh
and we need
Allen, bro.
receivers.
Man.
All I'm
He
thinking,
wasting this opportunity.
100 M's.
Yeah.
That's all I'm.
And it's coming quick too.
Yeah, and
Bro,
that
years.
sucks. You're also not in a room where it's competitive. Like you are
That's a good
easily
point,
by
too,
far
yeah.
and away the most talented wide receiver in that room.
He should be thinking
It's- yeah.
690.
100 M's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
I'll run on the freeway home right now for that. I ain't
All right, we're gonna end that conversation. Is Keon taking the NFL for granted? I mean, realistically, if they haven't given him all these chances, yes. He's got to lock in and you know, prioritize, you know, whatever the situation is in his life. You know, God first, family second, football third. But you got to see what the family situation looks like. If that's interfering with your job, you know, you have to find some balance and figure that out. Especially if that situation is toxic. I don't know the situation. I'm just saying, like, you know, we're being hypothetical. But yeah, you got to prioritize. You know, you got this opportunity that is only here for a certain amount of years and then it's gone. So, let me know your thoughts. Subscribe, stay tuned, stay blessed. Don't think Keon has a kid. Probably don't. Sig do be talking sometimes. Let's see if you say anything about professional career, early life. All right, I don't see nothing on there. Was it not a 1K? It felt like it the year he was across from Tay. 600 still solid for a Mac Hollins. I'll say that. Like almost 700 yards, that's pretty solid for Mac Hollins. Keon has bad PR. Nah, PR is like if you going into the media and you saying some crazy stuff. I don't think his PR is bad. Like, you know, like you self sabotaging by saying wild stuff. He like in everybody's face, everything is smooth. It's just I think it's just him missing meetings. That's it. This has been responsible. That's it. Missing meetings, showing up late to meetings. I think it's just being responsible. So if he's going out, gotta just chill out on going out. Get you a game, get up in the crib, start streaming something that's gonna keep you inside. Messing with females, they keep you up late. You know what I'm saying? Gotta cut them off. No priorities, man. See a therapist. Get you a team of people who gonna help get your life in the routine and order it needs to be in. It's the mature. Take where did you see the kid thing at? Or did you make that up? The way he be talking to reporters have me dying, but I think it's his personality. I think he talks very lax with the reporters, but it's not a like I haven't seen anything bad about it yet. You know what I mean? I think he knows what he's doing as far as talking to reporters. But what's up, Shadow? But I don't think it's anything crazy. I miss Mike Thomas. Yeah, that's another former good receiver. He'll be all right. Everybody matures different times in their life. Yeah, but the thing is though, the NFL don't wait for nobody. So it's like, bro, the sooner you get it, the better. The sooner you get it, the better. Closest thing you've seen to Mike Thomas is Puka. Oh, a TikTok edit. Interesting. I think Puka's more athletic than Mike Thomas. That's just my opinion. I think he's more athletic. Mike was very, very cool though. Reliable. Very reliable. Good hands. Strong hands. Oh my, we finna be on this topic for a little minute. This is 24 minutes. I might not do the whole thing to this one here. Probably gonna cut this one short. Might do a little 2-on-1 with this one here. Stefanski is racist. All right, y'all. Shedeur has to be special to win a starting job. Agreed.
We got to talk about the biggest news in the NFL this week, and that is Shedeur Sanders going to be starting this weekend again.
Is stream fine? Is dropping frames bad? Is the stream okay? It's back now. Okay, I see it's back. It just dropped. Has it been fine the whole time? Like, the majority of the stream has been fine? I think it's my first time seeing it drop frames like that. Stream good? Okay. Thank you.
Against the Las Vegas Raiders. He is set to make the first start of his NFL career. And
Trade Shedeur to the Raiders and let him work his magic.
Absolutely.
Nah. Shedeur to the Raiders would be just as bad as Shedeur to the Browns. And honestly, I think it would be worse with the Raiders. The Browns play calling is not good, but the Browns play calling is better than the Raiders play calling, in my opinion.
Hey, in the back, let's clap for that.
Absolutely.
And the reason I want to clap for it is because we can stop with all the shenanigans. Either he will play well or he will suck. And either way, the truth gonna set everything.
Actually, I'm not gonna say that. The Raiders play calling might be better, but the Browns O-line is better. And if I'm gonna be in two bad situations as far as play calling goes, I'd rather be behind a better O-line. It is what it is.
Everybody free.
Absolutely. They're on the podium. No more locker room interviews for Shedeur.
Yeah.
We got to hear what he talked about the pressure leading into this game. I'll let you guys take a listen.
Yeah,
Gotta watch Mike Thomas' game against Pat Pete and the Cardinals.
A lot of expectations.
We'll see about that one day.
And I would be doing a disservice to myself and disservice to the organization if I didn't feel like I am the guy.
Yep.
I did everything I need to. I'm doing everything I need to prepare to be the best version of myself as possible. With the circumstances, everything got to be sped up, and that's great. You know, I like pressure in life. I'm just excited for everything. So, you know, I feel like I'm the guy. I know I'm the guy, but, you know, you just have to be able to see. The game got to speak.
I love this.
I feel like I'm the guy. I know that I'm the guy, but the game's got to speak.
I love this. I love this.
What does success look like in Shador's first start?
Well, I got some important information for y'all. There's no better place to win
I could just hear Rex Ryan right now. You're a backup. You don't say stuff like that.
picks. It's good to be right. First off, here's why I love what Shador talking about. T, I heard one. I believe it is so.
I will say though, this is interesting. That he's saying that. Like he's putting it out there that he wants to be the starter. I feel like I'm the guy, you know? When typically you don't see that in situations like this, but this is a very unique situation. It's very unique, you know? Drafted 2 rookie quarterbacks in the same draft, 2 rounds apart. So it's very interesting. The only 2 quarterbacks on your roster. So I mean, hey, is it very interesting? I'm not mad at it because, you know, do I think Shador deserves the opportunity to start somewhere? Yeah, I think they messed up by drafting both of them, but hey, it is what it is.
Even when it's not so that it can be so. You feel
What's
me?
that,
You
John?
gotta believe it is so, even when it's not so that it can be so. And I hope that speaks to somebody watching this right now and whatever you're going through at this point in your life. Shador Sanders, he believe it is, even when it's not, so that it can be. I believe I'm the guy. Check. I know I'm the guy. Check. But the game gotta speak. That's the strongest part of everything he said. He believe it. That's cool. He know it. That's cool, but he got to show it. That's most important. So I love the mindset because what people don't realize, T, you know this obviously, you can lose a game before you ever step on the football field. I remember playing a national championship game. It's a true story. And you know, in college, bruh, I remember playing a national championship game. It's a true story. And you know, in college, bruh, you really be watching ESPN to see like what they say.
He said you could lose a game before you even step on the field. 100%. If you think you're gonna lose, if you questioning that you're gonna do bad, you know, because when you watch enough film, you know the players' tendencies, you know what you're seeing, you know what to expect. You're gonna feel a bit more confident, and you're confident in your preparation. You know, like Jonathan Taylor is not worried about somebody shutting him down. If that happens, that happens. But he's not worried. Like, he doesn't go into a game thinking, oh, yeah, I'm going to get shut down today. Or questioning, am I going to get shut down today? He's thinking about how he's going to go off today. He's trying to think about that. Or Derrick Henry or Devon A-Chain or, you know, X, Y, and Z or Josh Allen, you know. But I think the opposite of that mindset would be thinking about how if this defense is going to stop me or, you know what I mean? Just thinking the opposite, and you know, one more optimistic and confident, and one more pessimistic and I guess you could say confused. Are we good? We good?
Like this. We ain't got running backs like that in the Big 12. You feel me? Shador already is winning his mental battle. I know I'm the guy. I believe I'm the guy. Now I just got to let the game speak. Success to me, T, looks like a couple things. Win is a team, or Shador win individually. Shador, if you get the dub, but you got 2 picks, 1 touchdown, 212 yards, you got the dub. You beat the Raiders, you got a much needed dub. Or if y'all lose, but you got 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, 289 yards, and the pick was off a tip, you still win. Shador has 2 paths to victory here. You can either win the game or you can win individually. But you can't lose and be sorry. Pick a struggle, Shador. Pick a struggle.
Man, I will, I can, I am. That's what he's speaking. He's speaking positive affirmations to himself.
Yeah.
So all throughout the day, all I do is envision success in my head. I'm sitting in this meeting, I envision success in my head. I go out to practice, I envision success in my head. I go home, I'm just daydreaming. Success in my head. I'm driving. That's all you gotta think about nothing but positive coming when this game starts. That's all should be in your mind. Now, I'll say this, man. It's not gonna be easy.
Not at all.
He's a rookie.
Yep.
Making his first start.
Yep.
Not getting reps pretty much with the starters all year until this week.
Yep.
What he's saying is what he should say.
Yep.
But it's not going to be easy.
Correct.
He going against a defensive coach in Pete Carroll. They're middle of the pack defense. But he can coach.
Mm-hmm.
He can coach defense.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to play at a press cover 3.
You know it.
And they got to be able to run the ball.
How's Daniil Hunter been for y'all this year? Oh, Daniil he been nice. He been nice, bro. He a dog, man. That's a nice defensive end. Can't complain.
Effectively. To me, with Shedeur, don't be the reason you lose.
Yeah.
That's success for me. Like I said earlier about Bryce, 60% completion percentage. That's what I need to see.
The thing is though, with the Browns, is like they gonna and I hate this because it's like we're coming off of watching the Cowboys do something to the Raiders that look very easy. But the Browns don't make offensive football look easy. And it's not that Shedeur isn't Dak. It's that Stefanski or whoever is calling plays over there is not Schottenheimer. You know, so it's like if he does look mid or bad, I hate it because it's like he gonna get all of this hate. And I mean, Dylan Gabriel gets hate too. You know, it's just not as loud as the Shedeur hate. Shedeur gets way more hate. But you know, Flacco got hate too. That's why he ended up getting traded. But it's just this offensive play calling is not great.
Cannot be the reason your team loses.
Can I push back, T? I don't know if that's enough.
I believe it's because of Shedeur Sanders. If his name was Shedeur Thompson, that would be enough.
Absolutely.
And so everybody, dude, no lie, this past Sunday, it came up. Shadeur's in the game. I don't know what game I was watching. I turned it off because I got the Sunday ticket, right?
Yeah.
I got a Sunday ticket.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, let me get to this Browns game.
Yeah.
I turned it off and I went to the
Should have
Ravens
kept
Browns
BTR. It's
game.
crazy.
I'll be watching this game.
But T, we can't be making all of this ruckus for Shedeur just for him to not be the reason this team loses.
But
that's not enough for me.
He's a rookie.
But-
and I think we got to temper the expectations very rarely. When's the last time we seen a rookie in his first start go to work? A rookie in his first start.
Cam Newton, that's it.
Rare.
Like, it's really
it's
all
rare.
good.
And so you start to have these sky-high expectations. The best of the best. They've never done it.
But here's my thing is, if Shedeur is going to be as special as we believe him to be, right? He has to go crazy. It's not enough to just be cool. I think Joe Burrow, passed for an excessive amount of yards in his first start. You should know better than me. Robert Griffin, I think he jumped out off the porch his first start, went crazy.
Mariota had a
Cam
crazy
Newton,
first
400
game.
yards his first start. Andrew Luck, I'm sure. Now, to your point, both we don't see it often, and we are also talking about dudes. Joe Burrow, Heisman. Robert Griffin, Heisman. Andrew Luck, best prospect since John Elway. Marcus Mariota, Heisman. We're also talking about dudes. But if Shedeur is going to be as great as many people have suggested he is supposed to be, I don't know, T, if it's good enough to not be the reason his team loses.
Give me 220 yards, 1 to 2 touchdowns. You can even have a pick.
Yeah.
I need them to run for 100 plus. If they run for 100 plus, now that play action is open. Now he gonna get 60 easy yards passing just off the play action because we're running the ball effectively. That's gonna help him tremendously.
Can Dylan Gabriel not do that? I need Shedeur to do stuff that Dylan Gabriel can't do. Let me actually just go ahead and say it like that. Do something Dylan Gabriel can't do. Because Dylan Gabriel can run a play action pass game. Dylan Gabriel can get the ball out on time. Dylan Gabriel can give us 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. He's given us that. Dylan Gabriel can be the reason his team doesn't lose. I need Shedeur to go out there and do something Dylan Gabriel can't.
Again, they both rookies and they both playing in the same system. And now this is Shadeur's first time playing with the ones in this system. So, again, I'm not really. Yes. In order to obtain or retain the starting job, he's going to have to play great. But just my opinion, I don't know if this offensive system will allow him to do so. Because we have not seen not one single game of great quarterback play all year out of this system, no matter who was under center. So, I mean, and I think it's tougher as a rookie quarterback to outplay a system unless you have elite athleticism. And I mean, Shedeur got decent athleticism. It's decent. You know, he can move around, you know, scramble a little bit, but I mean, he's no Lamar Jackson to where you can outplay the system to that extent, or Justin Fields, you know. So I don't know. You know, I just think there's very much a cap on how good a QB can play in the system. And I could be wrong, but I'm just going off of what we have seen this entire season. So, like, a safe prediction is that he plays okay, but he doesn't play good enough to win a starting job. He doesn't play good enough to beat out Dillon Gabriel for his spot. And Dillon Gabriel gets his spot back when he comes back. That's a safe assumption. He's not going to play bad. He's not going to play great. He's going to play good enough. But that's just been the story of this offense this entire season. Joe Flacco was not playing bad, and he wasn't playing great. He was just playing good enough. And then it got to the point to where it's like, okay, let's see what we got with these rookies. Dillon Gabriel has not been playing bad, and he hasn't been playing great. So, I mean, you know, again, I kind of see the same thing going with Shedeur. And we'll see. Hopefully he can outplay the system and ball out or out there, or maybe Stefanski has a great, or whoever the OC is, because I think he stopped calling plays. But whoever it is, hopefully they, you know, fix the play calling. But, I mean, we'll see.
Acho, you're speaking from the perspective of like this is his one and only opportunity to win.
It might be.
As of right now, yeah. As of right now, unless they decide to let him start by the end of the season. But I don't know, man. Like I said, it's just not a good. Even if he starts the last 2 games, let's say Gabriel gets his spot back and he starts the last 2-3 games. I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
You know,
that's a lot of pressure on someone.
Because I wish everybody had played in the league in this moment for what I'm about to say. You don't know when it's your only opportunity.
That's true.
You truly do not know. Like, it might be your only one.
That's true.
Yeah, I was a backup.
Yeah.
I was a backup my first couple years in the league. And I'm like, I'm better than these dudes.
Mm-hmm.
And I said outwardly, too. I had a good preseason game. Who's the best receiver on the team? Me. They was like, huh? We got Peter Ward, the 4th pick. We got Chad Johnson. We got Danny Farmer. You remember Danny Farmer? Ron Dugans. Craig Yeast from Kentucky. I'm like, I'm the best one. But when I got my chance, I had to show that what I was saying was for real.
Correct.
And so he's going to have to show I am who I say I am.
Mm-hmm. Talk T.
And so when you show him that, now more opportunities, they come. But he is a rookie. His first start. You're playing the Raiders. They do have a great pass rusher in Max Crosby.
Absolutely.
If we can neutralize Max Crosby, I really believe Shedeur has a chance to play well. You got to neutralize Crosby because that defense is middle of the pack. 17th, I believe, against the pass. 14th against the run.
They're not great.
We can do work on this defense.
Why are you laughing, Care Bear?
We're just lucky that this is the Raiders that they're playing against. The Browns are bad, man. That's a bad offense. That is not shown to be a good offense this year with anybody behind the center. And I think I hear you. And I hope he does. I think he does have the capability of going out there and having a good game against them. The thing is, though, if this was a great team, I think you could go out there and show the discrepancy between you and them.
What's a good game for you, for Shedeur? What's a
This
good
is a perfect game for him to go out there and do.
No. Statistically, what does a good game look like?
A good game?
I'm going to say 270 passing, 2 touchdowns. He could throw a pick, but it just depends on how that pick comes. But 270, something like that. You know, you can hit 300, definitely a good game.
For him, he's okay. A good game, in my honest opinion, 1 to 2 touchdowns, not turning the ball over. A game to Acho's, this is my only chance to win the starting job. He got to go out there and put up 3 to 350 and with 3 touchdowns.
But
he has to have that type of game for
I
everyone to
agree
be
with
like, this dude should have been playing.
If he go out there and feel like I got to get a knockout,
He's gonna
gonna force. You start forcing it.
He gonna fry
I feel like that's what it is.
That's when
though.
you force. You can't go. You can't go into the fight saying,
No, and you know what? I agree with that because I think who was that? Joe Milton. I think it was a game he played in the regular season this year, and he came in. It was either the regular season or the preseason, and he went out there and he's just throwing nothing but deep balls, just trying to make something happen. And respect. Was it this one versus the Bears? I don't know. Could have been a preseason game. I don't know. But looked like he was just out there trying to just make something happen, which I can respect, but it definitely looked like he was forcing it. But he got the whole game to play. Shedeur has the whole game to play. So I think I do agree with that. You don't force it. You take your shots, you be efficient, but it's gonna be moments where you're gonna have to make a play though. Not gonna lie. So it's like, because this offense is very much a don't force it offense. It's not an aggressive offense. They're not consistently throwing the ball consistently downfield. You know what I mean? Like deep shots and whatnot, So I don't know.
I'm knocking you out.
Correct.
Because now I start to put this pressure on myself. We're in the 4th round. You still there. Nah, take what they giving me. Because eventually I'm going to land a nice punch. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I think you need to run the ball.
I respect what you're saying.
No. And
exactly.
That's my point.
And yeah, it's like you kind of have to force it because of the situation. But he could force it and be okay because he has the whole game. He's not going to get pulled. I would assume he's not, because Dillon Gabriel has played. He had a bad game here and there this year. He hasn't gotten pulled. So
what you mean? When the last time the Browns won
the
the game?
preseason game versus the Rams.
They gonna look and say, "Oh, we won."
If the Browns win, because Quinshon Judkins has 169 rushing yards, Myles Garrett has 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, the Browns have a punt return for a touchdown, Shedeur's not winning the starting job.
If he throw for 220 yards, a touchdown or 2, he's starting the next game.
I don't believe so.
If they don't start him the next game, Stefanski, he need to get drug tested like we do.
But here's the problem.
Seen Dillon Gabriel do that.
Thank you. The talk your truth, Karen.
Dillon Gabriel's first start, he goes overseas, puts up 2 touchdowns, 200-some yards.
Against a better defense.
Rushing, against a better team.
Against a better defense.
That's their last win.
No, they didn't win that one. No. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They even still lost that. Yeah.
You got to win the game.
Yeah.
You got to win the game.
But Shedeur has to be the reason they win the game. And if he can't just win the game. He has to be the reason the Browns win the game.
If Shedeur goes for over 200 yards, I don't care if Quinshon Judkins runs for 150. Yeah. Because he can run for 150 and Shedeur can ruin the game.
Yeah.
So just don't ruin it for us. Because I know.
But you're talking about him like he's an undrafted player.
You play defense. What coach was this? I don't remember what coach it was, our head coach we had. And we're playing a rookie. And he got up and he said, we're playing so-and-so. I don't recall who the rookie was. This is his first game in the National Football League being the starter. And this will be his first and his last game.
Yep. Hell yeah.
His first start.
Yeah.
I think Shedeur has to take some shots and take some risk, but they have to be safe risk. They have to be, all right, this is a tight window, but the odds of this ball being picked off is slim to none. I may not complete the pass. It may be incompletion. I may miss the accuracy on the throw, but I got to take the shot. You know what I mean? But I think in turn. Or if you have a guy that you believe in that can come down with some 50-50 balls, you give him some opportunities. You know what I mean? But I think, taking shots downfield, just chunking it up, just because, you just want to. I think they have to be calculated risk. Because if he goes out there and plays a normal game, he's not winning the starting job. Because they're going to be like, oh, Dillon Gabriel did this. Raiders DC definitely not gonna blitz him, so he might do good. If you blitz Shador, he will struggle. I don't know about that. I mean, Shador he struggled last week, but that's last week. I mean, again, that's the Ravens. It's his first. He's jumping in at halftime, but I recall seeing Shador play pretty decent under pressure in college. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I've seen him play nice under pressure. And their O-line was bad in college, so. But yeah, I think if he plays normal, it's not going to be enough to win the starting job at all.
We are going to remind him
He a
that
rookie.
this isn't college football and he's a rookie.
Bruh.
I guarantee that's what Pete Carroll's going to be saying.
You got to understand. The Raiders have never been more excited, respectfully,
He struggled
to
against the
play
blitz
a
in college.
quarterback a day in their life
Now
than they are.
tell me, did I'd have to see it, but did he struggle with his decision making under pressure? Because I've seen him make some nice throws under pressure in college. Or did he struggle because he's running around because the O-line sucks? Like, is it more so I'm getting pressure and making bad decisions? I think his touchdown to interception ratio wasn't bad, but I do know that the O-line has been bad both years he was in Colorado. So I don't know. You let me know. Gabriel been normal all season. That's the thing. So that they're not gonna bench Gabriel for another normal performance. It's just I think it's just a dumb situation the Browns put themselves in.
Play Shador Sanders.
Dude,
Because I'll tell you, never been more excited.
Pete Carroll and Patrick
Some
Graham.
haters, bro.
Ever.
Dog, Pete Carroll and Patrick Graham, Saturday night. This is his first start and his last start
And you know
as
what?
a rookie.
And
We're going to
also-
show
Every
him
play.
why he a
And the
rookie.
Raiders will blitz because remember, the Ravens blitzed the hell out the Browns. And Shador and the whole
As
Browns
soon as he
offensive
got in,
line
they
was
was
like,
sending Kyle Hamilton
"Whoa."
up the middle.
The Raiders are going to blitz the
In that game though with them blitzes, the Ravens was playing nice coverage as well as blitzing him. So there was no I could just throw it up and throw it to somebody. He couldn't even get the ball out. If he would let the ball go, it would potentially be a fumble. They were putting heavy pressure on him. And again, there's nobody open while the pressure is coming in his face. Pause.
hell out of Shador Sanders and see if he can do it.
And Pete Carroll's really not a blitzing guy.
Yeah.
That's not his defense. He doesn't want to blitz. He wants to get pressure
Correct.
with the front four so he can have help underneath because they play that press cover 3. You got to have guys get to the curl
But
flat.
Shador going to be, you want to make sure Shador seeing ghosts out there. Care Bear, where you at, G?
Look, we also got more stuff from Shador at the press conference. He talked about the challenge that he is facing this weekend. I'll let you guys take a listen.
I just like new challenges, so it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun going out there, doing what I got to do, and the fact that we are up against time, we are up against growing real fast. So that's what's exciting. That's what is the rush that everybody feels. That's what excitement. That's when everybody gonna be in the stadium lit to understand how quickly it is gonna take for us to have success, and I truly believe it won't be long.
Let me say this, though. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. And I'm sure there are outliers that are about to prove my rule. I'm sure there are. Y'all going to cuss me out in the chat. The special ones are special quickly. Y'all remember Jalen Hurts' first start? Hate on him all you want. His first start against the New Orleans Saints, I believe it was 3 touchdowns, over 300 total yards, I think maybe 80 rushing yards. Tom Brady, y'all remember his first season and his first starts. Dak Prescott, y'all remember his first season, his first starts. I was working for the Cowboys at the time.
Bro, you telling me Dak Prescott is special? I think he's good, but special is different. You know what I mean? Anyways, though, you have to utilize context. Dak had an amazing offensive line. He had good weapons at wide receiver, and he had a NFL ready running back. Rookie Zeke is much better than Ricky Junkins. It is what it is. The offense was so much, the situation that Dak was in as a rookie, so much better than the situation Shador is in. But I'm pretty sure we can say the same thing about who he said, Tom Brady and whoever else he said. You gotta take into account the situation. Jalen Hurts, much better situation than Shador is in. Much better.
Cowboys started 11-0. 11-0. Justin Herbert, he wasn't even supposed to start. Tyrod Taylor got stabbed in the lung by the team doctor. Justin Herbert goes
Crazy.
out there, touchdown, a pick, I think 200-plus yards. The special ones.
It sound good, like the way he's selling it. It sound good, but there's context with all of these guys. Their situations were all better. I can't remember Justin Herbert's situation. Justin Herbert is a better prospect than Shador for sure. But even outside of Justin Herbert, all the other guys he named, their situations were better than Shador Sanders' situation offensively. I'm not going to talk about the defense side of the ball. I'm talking about offense and offensive play calling. Everybody's situation was better.
Joe Burrow, his first start. Cam Newton, his first start are special early. That's what the
Joe Burrow. Easier to say he was a better prospect than Shador Sanders. Cam Newton. Easier. You can say Cam Newton better prospect than all of those guys. Everybody that he just named. So it's like, I think, again, there's context that has to be taken into account. Yes, Cam Newton was better, but again, I think I don't think we look at Shador to the level of a Cam Newton. I think we look at him as a good quarterback. I think he was a good quarterback in college, but he wasn't a Heisman quarterback. He wasn't the quarterback, but he was a good quarterback. So I don't think that's really the argument, in my opinion.
special ones are. Actors, actresses, they're special early. The special ones.
I seen a stat. He was the most accurate passer entering the NFL. You talking about Shador?
The Denzels, the Will Smiths, the Jamie Foxxes, Fresh Prince of Bel-Airs. They're special early. It's not one of those like, oh, well, give it time. No, not the special ones, T.
Hey,
Shador had I think he had the best completion percentage in college. Yes. And again, I think he's a very good quarterback coming out of college. But I mean, nobody's comparing Shador Sanders to Cam Newton. Like, I mean, it is what it is. Like, Cam Newton, I don't think there's a single quarterback in the NFL right now that had more hype coming out of college than Cam Newton. I mean, it is what it is. I think that's kind of an invalid comparison. But again, majority of the guys that he named all had better situations offensively, in my opinion. 77%. That's crazy.
The special ones are special immediately. So if Shador is that special, I do believe we will see special on Sunday.
this may piss some people off.
Say it. It's speakeasy.
He is playing for the Cleveland Browns.
It's factual.
When has a quarterback been special for the Cleveland Browns? When the last time we seen a special quarterback under center?
Okay.
For the Cleveland
Let me fight back.
Browns.
Let me fight back. Hold on. What happened?
I was gonna say we got a super chat actually that
ahead.
pertains to this.
Talk
So
to us.
Emmanuel said, "Here's some Browns history. A rookie quarterback has never won their starting debut. I believe they are 0-17. If Shador wins, he'd be the only one to do so." So yeah, to TJ's point, I mean,
special.
it's
He
not
got
an
a
easy
chance,
position to be
though.
in.
Hold on.
He has a chance.
Let me say this. Carolina Panthers hadn't won nothing in about 8 years prior to Cam Newton. You know better than anybody, T. The Bengals were the laughing stock of the AFC North, along with the Browns. Joe Burrow shows up. Bengals is beating the Chiefs.
I disagree with that. The Bengals did make the playoffs with Andy Dalton. I'm not gonna say laughing stock. They were not great, but they did make playoffs with Andy.
These special ones do special things
On
immediately.
multiple
That's
occasions.
what they do.
Yeah.
Even in college. Johnny Manziel, what the hell is Texas A&M? Where is it? Robert Griffin, what is Waco?
Yeah.
Where is it? The special
Boy, I know RDC would be going crazy off that statement because they from Waco. They be repping Waco hard.
ones, T. They change the trajectory of a franchise. You have one right now in Cincinnati. So
He went to Baylor.
understand
Baylor's in
that
Waco.
The Browns, 17 have tried and 17 have failed. Colt McCoy, I was in his wedding. He was one of them Browns rookie that lost his first start. Brandon Whedon, he was in my draft class. He's another Browns rookie that lost his first start. But if Shador is as special, 28-year-old rookie, but if Shador is as special as he's supposed to be, show us.
I just
Oh.
you can't put because everybody
Oh,
tuning
good.
in.
Everybody.
This gonna be the most watched game of the weekend.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
At least we tuning in.
Yeah. Talking about
When I say we, as
you know who you are.
You know who you are.
Yeah. And so we rooting for him because of his path of it's supposed to be this, but it really wasn't this. Now it's that.
Or something Acho just said that I want to.
We tuning in.
Show us.
I
If Shador is as special as he's supposed to be, show us.
I don't think the question though, for me personally, is Shador special, you know? Because when I think of special, I think of like elite potential Hall of Fame talent. Like, and you look at this guy, he passes the eye test in every necessary category. And it's not to say Shador doesn't, but I don't look at Shador as like special. And it's fair to say, you know, coming out of college, Tom Brady wasn't looked at as special. Some guys can be special, you know, as their careers develop, and maybe it's very possible that he can be, but I think at the end of the day, he needs to have an elite performance to win a starting job. But I also believe that this offense that he plays in caps quarterbacks. So, I mean, it's going to be he's fighting against a lot of different factors here, playing against a lot of different factors. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I think it's possible for him to have a good game, but I don't know if it'll be on the play calling for him to have a special or elite game, you know. And I'm not expecting special out of Shador Sanders, but if he can't put on a performance like that, then I'll be surprised, you know, just because, again, like I said, I feel like the offense is limited. But let me know your thoughts. Subscribe, stay tuned, stay blessed. Baker Mayfield wasn't special for the Browns. I don't know about that. "35, 45 minutes away from Waco." I think Tim Tebow, Johnny Manziel, they had crazy hype as well. I can't remember the comparison to theirs and Cam's, but I know they had some crazy hype. I don't think Trevor Lawrence hype competes with Tim Tebow, Johnny Manziel, or Cam Newton. You talking about entering the NFL? Raiders have no business losing, but just know Browns will win.
You gotta keep it in Ohio.
All right, we moving. All right, Joe Burrow is fool's gold. Interesting. Let's hear this out.
Yo, people do enjoy living there. It's a thing for sure. No, but Cincinnati, the Bengals are in the news because Joe Burrow, for the first time in weeks.
Hell yeah.
Actually, I think like months at this
He
point.
did a
Was
full
listed
practice.
as a full participant in today's practice. Ian Rappaport also came out and said that Coach Zach Taylor was asked if there's a scenario where Joe Burrow comes back for the Patriots game this Sunday. He said Burrow hasn't done 11 on 11 yet. Until we get through some practices, there's no reason for me to even speculate on that. Fellas, can Burrow come back to save their season? Or is this thing...
Honestly, bro, number one, I'm not putting Joe out there just because he wants to play. Number two, this is hypothetical as a GM or a head coach. We're not rushing you out there because you want to play, and we're not rushing you out there because we want you to save the season. His long-term health is more important than trying to make something happen this year. Way more important. So I'd rather you be 100%. I'd rather that toe be 100%. when I put you out there because the season, I mean, realistically, it's already a wrap. You know, I understand not giving up on a season, but I mean, when we look at it, look at the situation. He's not playing this week, and they're playing the Patriots. They're going to very likely lose to the Patriots. Bengals good. They're going to very likely lose to the Patriots. If they can somehow beat the Patriots with no Jamar Chase, oh my gosh, they might have some hope. But they're what's their record right now? Natty Bengals. They're 3-7 right now. So they lose to the Patriots. They're going to be 3-8. There's no way they're going to sweep the Ravens. That's 3-9. I'll give them another loss. I don't see them beating the Bills, hypothetically, but Joe should be back at this time. But let's say 3-9 at this point, and then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got to win 5 games in a row. To say that they're not going to get at least one more loss in the season with at least 10 losses, I mean, kind of crazy. And you're not getting into the playoffs with 10 losses, so I wouldn't force nothing.
Is this thing wraps?
I got some important information for y'all.
AB,
There's no
Gurley,
better place
Tariq,
to win cash while
CMC,
watching
and Breeze
sports
in fantasy in
than Prize
2017.
Picks.
That's crazy.
Football season is here, and basketball season is here. It's good to be right.
How you a full participant, but you ain't done 11 on 11 yet?
So you weren't
how
involved.
are you? Like, huh? Like you a full participant, but we ain't done 11 on 11 yet. I was told he was coming back sooner than later. I was told that a while ago, and I think I said that on here. But we should be 5-5, man. We really should be 5-5. At this point, Joe has to play this Sunday, and if we lose, you're just sitting the rest of the season.
Wow.
You got to go. We got to go 7-0. We got to go 7-0 to make the playoffs, just to have a chance to make the playoffs. And so I'm playing them against the Patriots. We win, we gonna keep it rolling. If not, just need you healthy going into this offseason. We don't want to have nothing else come up. That's what I would do. Because it ain't the offense. It was offense Sunday against the Steelers. But it's been our defense letting us down. And so if Joe going on that field first play is going to bring energy to the team and excitement to the team. And so that's going to help. But once all the energy wears off, now we got to play football. And so I'm planning. It looks like I'm almost certain he's going to play. They're just, you don't do this and you don't do all this talking and then say he's not. If he's a full participant, we good to go. And so we need tackle.
Yep.
We need to get some PBUs and we need to get some INTs. That's what we need. Like, we can't let goddamn Darnell Washington a half an inch from the sideline rumble for 20, just push his ass out of bounds.
Yeah.
Like, y'all letting this big dude push his big ass out of bounds. Like, what are y'all doing?
They were scared of him,
do that,
bro.
run 48. Run right next to him, push him out of bounds.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta pull
we gotta show that. We gotta show that. Here you go, bro.
Can't you get in trouble for not clearing a player if they're healthy? I think falsifying their status, yeah. But I mean, let's say he did a full practice, but he just didn't do the 11-on-11s. Maybe they had him doing something else during that practice. Then I guess you can call that a full practice.
Oh my God!
Come on, dog.
Oh,
okay,
bro.
you missed the tackle. That's
Good.
okay. That's okay.
Gracious! Oh my gosh!
That's okay. Push him out of bounds.
Oh my God!
Come on, bro. Oh.
Goodness gracious! And try and get copywritten.
That's okay though.
He
That's
saw that.
That's gonna happen.
So he said, Gonna help his teammate get one up. He say, "Hey, that's why I ain't do that, bro. I'm trying to tell you,
Bro, when you make a creative player on Madden, that's what they look like.
Hey,
99 speed,
and it
strength.
hurt us. We don't
break
we
tackle.
don't have Chase playing. Oh,
Here's my thing, though,
Oh yeah,
bro.
and Chase is hurt. Y'all season
Joe
over.
Chase
Burrow gotta play. The Bengals have to win.
7 straight.
Otherwise, well, every game now is sudden death for Joe Burrow.
7 straight.
Every game is sudden death. But bro, if y'all lose and y'all sit Burrow the rest of the year, don't talk to me about Burrow. Don't put Burrow in no top 5 quarterback conversations.
Yeah.
Honestly, you now have to move Joe Burrow from one of the best quarterbacks in football to an overrated conversation. Here's why. Any rating would be overrated. You can't rate him. He's not applicable. Disqualified from being rated. Any rating, like anybody that wants to target.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm like this here. If you go out there and you ball out every time you get on the field, then we can call you elite. Maybe you're not in the elite conversations for this year. That's like AJ Brown. I can understand why his production is low because he's not being utilized and the play calling is bad. But does that mean that I think AJ Brown is not an elite receiver? No, I think AJ Brown is an elite receiver, but I can understand if he's not in elite conversations based off of his performance this year. Like if you're having a conversation of elite wide receivers based off of strictly performance, then that's understandable. And you can say the same thing about Joe Burrow, but we know when Joe Burrow plays, he's elite. So, it's kind of like in Madden. If a player doesn't play for a while, and they play favorites with this here. Some players cannot play for a while and they don't touch their overalls at all. And some players cannot play for a while and they drop their overalls, which doesn't make sense. They're not consistent with that at all. But anyways, though, if you go out there and when you're out there, you're playing at a high level, I'm not going to knock you because you've been injured. That is what it is, Again, but these are two different conversations. Being elite overall and being elite right now, like based off of your performance this year, are two different things, Because, realistically, bro, I'm not going to lie, it's a lot of elite receivers in the league. They may not all be performing elite at the same time, but we know Justin Jefferson is elite. He may not be number 1, number 2, 3, 4, 5 in yards, but we know Justin Jefferson is elite. So it's like it's not a really we know not to blame him, and can't really say Joe Burrow's not elite because he hasn't been healthy. They took out Hamilton X Factor away. He's been playing amazing lately. I seen it. That was interesting. I don't know why they did that. Maybe they can only do a certain amount of X Factors. I don't know, but that's a little wild.
Start rating Joe Burrow. Don't talk to me about Joe Burrow. Don't talk. He's missed the playoffs more than he's made the playoffs.
Hey.
So you can't rate him. And Joe Burrow was always the second best quarterback to me behind Pat. Always. But you can't rate him. So any rating would be overrated because how am I rating a guy that is not available? Any rating is overrated.
With all that you just said, if you, Emmanuel Acho,
Yes, sir.
was a general manager, you would trade your quarterback for him minus a couple guys.
Yeah, -4. -4.
So how you can say don't rate him when you, the general manager, would trade your QB for him?
Because at this point, bro, Joe Burrow's fool's gold. He's the type of gold that it looks good for 2 weeks, 2 years, and then it starts to tarnish. You're like, why am I skin green?
The injuries are concerning. I don't disagree with that. It's concerning. It is very concerning. But to say it's fool's gold, he's gonna have to stay healthy. And it's the ACL, O-line not blocking. Okay, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just a regular move in the pocket.
Correct.
And then bow toe. You're like, we make that move every single play.
Correct.
Every single,
Correct.
like all the time. Every play we make that same movement. And your toe gets.
I don't know if it's calling Joe Burrow's fool's gold. I think more so you can just call Joe Burrow injury prone. I think that's a much better label than fool's gold, in my opinion.
Hurt.
Yep.
That is concerning.
And then the calf the
Was
year
a deal.
before. And then he had what? Didn't he have a hand injury last year? Last year he had the calf.
Yeah, he had something with his
I
hand.
know
And
Joe
then he had
Burrow
something with
injury
his
chart
hand.
look like whenever you in a fighting game and then you got an injury here, like your
yeah.
whole HUD is red.
He
Like,
just-
all of
that's
it.
what-
Yep.
He for
That's
sure
what Joe
getting
Burrow
total
look
and permanent when he retired.
All of it. All full disability. Full disability.
But we got the next 4 games: Patriots, Ravens, Patriots, Ravens, somebody, then the Ravens again.
Yeah.
And then we finish with
Patriots, Ravens, Bills,
Bills.
Ravens again.
There it is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's 4 tough games in a row.
You know what I love about this though? Those 3 quarterbacks are number 2, 3, and 4 most talented in football, and they're all fighting for their life. So we really gonna get to gut check them. Lamar Jackson, they're sitting at 5-5, fighting for their life. Buffalo Bills, they're not gonna win the division unless Josh Allen turns it around, fighting for their life. And then Joe Burrow and the Bengals fighting for their life. We get to watch quarterbacks 2, 3, and 4 play each other consecutively, and they are all playing for the exact same thing with the exact same sense of urgency. Like, it's real. But I just don't know how we can keep having Joe Burrow conversations if he misses. If he does play and then sit the rest of the season, nah.
I mean,
His defense plays better against the Jets and the Bears.
5
he comes back. They're 5-5. They're right in the playoff hunt, right there with the Steelers and the Ravens. He comes back, has a good season. They potentially go on the playoff.
Yeah, that's the if. I mean, it is what it is. With that hypothetical at this point, but I think I don't think he's fool's gold. I think he's just injury prone. You know, I don't think you can take him out the elite QB conversations. I think very well rounded quarterback, good decision making, clutch gene, all that good stuff. Just injury prone. And can he save their season? No. We could say, yeah, the Bengals have a shot to win the rest of the games of the season, but that's not realistic. You know, we have to be realistic, and realistically, no. They're going to end up with at least 10 losses. Realistically, that's just being realistic. But y'all let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I wouldn't rush him back at all. I'm not rushing him to play. I know his goal is to play, or at least it's been reported his goal is to play by the Ravens game. I'm not rushing nothing. Honestly, I want him to preferably sit the rest of the season. I mean, you don't want to look like y'all selling the season, but I mean, look at the schedule. You don't want to look like y'all giving up, but you want to risk any of Joe Burrow's long-term health to try to make a playoff run when you know your defense is abysmal, and if you do get in the playoffs, like how if y'all ain't turned it on by now, like how serious do y'all think y'all gonna be as a defense in the playoffs? Especially over the next 2 games. You can see if he's out over the next 2 games, if defense don't turn it around, like there's nothing really done. Look at this. They allowed 47 points this game, 34 points, 39 points, 31 points, 27 points, all in consecutive games. 37 points, 28-3, 48 points. It's you might as well just let him sit. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie at all. There's no necessary reason to even bring him back this year. But to pay him all that money, but don't focus on the defense. I mean, they should understand the assignment this upcoming. Now they drafted. Not drafted, but they had some decent offseason pickups on the defensive side in the front 7. I don't know how that's translated here, but they just have to keep attacking that defense in the offseason. I wouldn't add a single offensive piece unless it's an O-lineman in this offseason. I'm not looking for a backup quarterback. I'm not looking for a backup running back, a backup receiver. It's either we're looking at O-line or we're looking at defense and secondary first. And every draft pick that they have needs to go there. Free agent signings needs to go there. But it just often should not be priority this upcoming offseason. And you can make a drastic change in one offseason. Very much can. So we'll see. We'll see. Scouting is terrible. They draft a first round bust back-to-back years. Who did they draft last year? They got Shamar this year. Miles Murphy. Oh wow, interesting. Okay. We gonna watch this? No. If I watch this on YouTube, the stream is definitely gonna get blocked because of copyrighted music. So YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm gonna hop off because the last two videos I'm going to do have copyrighted music, and these typically get taken down. Let me see if I can find something else before I hop off. Oh, he got some college film. Look at him. Yeah, these typically get taken down. Well, the streams get taken down. So watch on YouTube, probably gonna end stream. And yeah, appreciate y'all though. But in these last two, bless. Like y'all draft picks from last year. Keon interview.
Just got to be better.
Was there something that happened that led to this?
I mean, pretty sure everybody already knew that, so I'm gonna leave that where it's at. But just got to be better. Focus on next week.
Second time this year, Keon. Is there a lesson that needs to be learned that you're not learning at this point? Is that what it is?
What you mean?
This is the second time that something like this has happened to you this year. Is there a message not being received? Give me a better way to ask it.
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
Dove Kleiman took this out of context. They asked, was there a lesson not being learned as this is the second time being late? Well, the exact question he asked is
this year, is there a message not being received?
Is there a message not being received?
Give me a better way to ask it.
Is there a message not being received? He said, no, I wouldn't say that. He's receiving the message. He understands the message, but whatever he got going on, he's just not taken care of in order for him to be on time and not being late. Yeah, he requoted it. The first question was, is there a lesson not being learned? And then he said to better say it, is there a message not being received?
No, I wouldn't say that.
So why is this the second time this year?
Again, I mean, mistakes happen, things happen, but again, got to be better.
How would you describe your conversations with Sean McDermott?
I mean, exactly how you would imagine. Disappointing. I got to be better.
How do you get better?
Doing what I'm supposed to do.
It definitely was taken out of context.
When did you find out you weren't going to be active today?
I mean, I knew that. Shit, you can't make those type of mistakes. You know, you're a professional, so.
Yeah, there were two different reports out there. One that you were late to the meeting and one that you missed the meeting. Can you give any clarification on that?
I mean, late, missing, same difference. You're not where you're supposed to be, but I was late.
Did they give you any indication about Thursday night and how you're possibly playing 4 days from now?
Nah, I mean, we just finished the game. We'll focus on next week when we get there.
How difficult is it to stand and watch your teammates go out and play?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's difficult. It's disappointing, but I mean, when you understand what resulted, like what happened to make that happen, then you get it. So you just got to be proud of your teammates and root for them.
I think he answering everything fine. I think he could be a bit more shorter. Like, he don't got to give them as much as he's giving them, but like, he's doing fine personally.
How do you approach moving forward from this?
You said what happened?
How do you approach moving forward from this?
Same thing. Just get prepared for the next game.
You got to build trust with Josh. Do you think you feel like you let him down by not being able to, not being out there with him today?
Yeah, I mean, I know that's probably disappointing, of course. But you have to, ask him for that, for sure answer. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting. Yeah, I think he answered everything he said was fine. I think he could have been a bit more shorter because they asking trap questions, and it's like you don't gotta really give full answers to that stuff. I think he could be a bit more shorter. But I think he did good. I saw comments saying Keon should just go to jail to get some responsibility. I seen that in the comment section. Some people just are not they're not aware of who they are, and person who's not a good person is not gonna say something like that. And whoever that guy, he need to do some reflecting. You don't even play like that. I don't think that. Negativity. He let Josh down, but they didn't win. All right. LaMelo has the worst PR ever. I think LaMelo don't care, bro. Hey, it'll do wild. All right, YouTube. God bless y'all, man. About to finish the stream on Twitch. Don't want to get don't want the stream to get copyrighted, so. But God bless. Thank y'all.